Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
We're CNC Nerd Factory.
Because my name is Cruz, because I'm related to Tom Cruise, because see that profile? It's just like his.
Not even close. Well, I'm
It's
Rohan.
spelled different.
I'm Rohan. My last name begins with a C, but it's not C, not Cruz. So that's up. So hence the CNC. And we're going to do another reaction video. This one is going to be for Luke Cage.
Okay, really quick. I get a text message at 7 o'clock in the morning after I get a Google alert telling me that the new trailer has dropped.
Right.
This fool's telling me don't watch the trailer.
Right.
So I have waited
11 hours. A little bit over 11 hours.
like 13 hours to watch this. So I'm really excited.
Well, it's better than the last time I made you wait a week to watch any of the trailers. So this way you...
But I was in Missouri. That's different. There was nothing to do.
Yeah.
Now it's like all I was doing was
when
thinking about it all
But
day.
when you got back to town, I said, don't do anything, don't watch anything until we link up again so we can actually do a reaction.
Okay.
So
now
So this is the new trailer for
Luke Cage.
For Luke
Yay!
Cage. Since the first one dropped over Comic-Con, so it's been a couple weeks.
right.
So I'm going to show the new one in 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Still not sure what I am. I'm just living my life, day to day.
You should be out there helping people.
You think I asked for any of this? I was put in some tank like an exotic fish.
Experiment.
Came out with abilities. I just want to be
Backstory.
left the hell alone.
Well, that would be a waste.
Pop barbershop.
Edition.
Harlem, perpetual symbol of hope and prosperity. Too much happens in the shadows. People fear what they can't see.
Yeah.
This place is our reputation, our
I
legacy,
love him.
our blood. Hit every businessman, squeeze them hard.
Sweet Christmas.
Everybody wants to be the king.
Biggie in the back.
Sometimes, if you want justice, you have to get it yourself.
Hungry arms. Wild, hungry arms.
Give us the money. I don't like your tone.
That's nice. That's nice.
You have my word, ma'am. I've got you.
I'm from a city where having a heart is not suggested. I'm a maverick, a tapping backs, I'm a savage. I'm cleaning braces with tongue and vacuum.
You wanna go to war? I'll take you to war.
You might be bulletproof, but Harlem ain't.
This city is supposed to represent our hopes and dreams. You have to fight for what's right every single day.
Why don't you just tell us your name?
The whole neighborhood is yapping about how 2 goons got the beat down last night.
I heard it was 4 guys.
That was clever.
That was
Very
nice.
clever. I like I'm not gonna lie, as far as like soundtracks for a lot of these Marvel movies, I feel like a lot of it was really set by James Gunn.
Yeah.
That was like the biggest deal for music from any movie thus far.
Right.
And then I feel like a lot of it kind of like caught on, and which is really good, you know.
Well, I think they were kind of going to do this for this one anyway because I know that...
But I feel like it's still influenced a lot.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I think they're gonna. Music is a big deal for this, and since most who know about this know that a lot of the music is gonna be heavily driven, or at least they're gonna rely on a lot of music from Tribe Called Quest.
Right.
Fife died this year.
A lot of the New York hip hop scene in the '90s.
Yep, and they said that a lot
The Woo.
They said all the episodes are gonna be titles from Gangstar tracks.
Nice.
Which is nice. So in a lot of ways, it's almost like how the Hannibal series a lot of the episodes were titled based upon Italian and French
That's
cuisine.
true. That's true.
So,
That's true.
So this is a
there'll
nice
be-
little nod, like, just.
I believe. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I did. I remember that.
So.
But it looks really good. Okay. So there's a lot of Rosario Dawson in this.
Well, I knew she was going
But
to
it
be
feels
back
like
in
it's. It feels like so. I guess they're gonna just do partial origin story and then move forward
Sure.
because she didn't know him in the series up until he came into that hospital, and then she had
yeah.
to drain the fluid from his brain.
Or tried to, as best she could.
Well, through his eyeball.
yeah.
we all remember that.
Yeah, best chance she had to get.
But so I guess it's like a flashback, maybe flashback, or maybe a few episodes in the past, and then it goes all the way to.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to, again. for
That's
the-
what I'm gathering from this.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to show at least a little bit of the origin, obviously, because they didn't do any of that in Jessica Jones.
He's like the Wolverine origin, but better. I've liked Michael Coulter, and I'll admit it, my guilty pleasure. I used to watch The Good Wife, and he was extremely scary in that series. He was like some gangster, like drug lord, and he never actually killed anybody or hurt anybody, but just his presence was so scary that I didn't know how I would respond to him being Luke Cage.
Right.
Like, not necessarily a hero, like an anti-hero, maybe.
Sure.
But
I mean,
yeah,
I never.
I really, really dig him.
I never watched Good Wife, so I didn't know him from that. I just knew that he played a part in the Halo series that they did, and he was in that one. And so when I saw he was cast, I said, okay, physically he looks the part.
Yes, he does.
He looks the part. He did,
He looks like a superhero,
yeah, and
like a comic. He does.
and they're gonna draw a fair amount from the comics, obviously. So. And we get.
I feel like Netflix stays truer to the source material than a lot of the other ones.
to a degree. I mean,
I mean, because I feel like sometimes the movies really just, again, they're two different, but the movies really just take it there because I guess it's the director's point of view and.
But I like the fact that we got to see we saw Misty Knight. At one point, we're going to see her with a bionic arm. Don't know. I mean, obviously, that's got to be something that she's going to have. The question I did have, and that occurred to me, is because in the comics, she gets her bionic arm from Tony Stark.
So, but we all know that all these guys in New York know each other. I mean, from reading the comic book, we all know that all these guys know each other. They're all buddies and whatnot.
Well, they make reference to the Avengers, like the guy said, make those guys downtown. He's talking about the Avengers. And of course, they made reference to it in the first Daredevil series. He said, "Oh, well, if I had like a metal suit or a magical hammer,"
Right.
But they never directly say their names.
And you know what? I will say this. I had a point when I watched the Stranger Things series, which we'll talk about that at another time. But I called him and I said, Netflix is a bigger beast than any of these Marvel movies or franchises. Why do I say this? Because in Stranger Things, in the first episode, they make a reference to the Fantastic Four, which is owned by,
Well, Fox,
okay, and nobody's allowed to talk about the Fantastic Four except for,
just Fox.
okay,
Yeah.
and Netflix can do that, and Netflix also houses Jessica Jones, which also makes reference to the Avengers when she says the flag, I can't ever say
The flag waving guy.
and the
yeah.
green guy, which is,
Basically Captain Hulk,
and it's owned by
Marvel, and Disney.
Disney, okay,
Well,
and Disney,
that
hold on, and then in Stranger Things, I believe it was the third episode, he makes a reference to the X-Men. He said, "We're like the X-Men, and I'm Professor X," which is owned by,
Yeah, Fox.
and this is the only guy that can talk about all these fucking houses at one time.
Right.
Come on, that is some serious muscle. I don't care what anybody says. Netflix is a beast.
Well, I think they have a little bit more.
Hats off, seriously.
They got more flexibility with that, as opposed to what they can do on their standalone network. I mean, they can't do it on ABC because that's the whole Disney network.
But I guess that's like my thing. I'm really excited for all of these series that they're putting together because we know that they have that flexibility. They can kind of just give us a little bit of a taste of somebody talking about
Sure.
X-Men or somebody talking about the Fantastic Four, which movies they fucked up.
But with that, are we ever going to get to see these guys?
Maybe not. But you know what? Just the fact that they're even spoken about.
But thing
maybe
is, I would like to see it.
Maybe
because
I'm so
well,
deprived.
Hold on, but the thing is,
Okay.
I would like to see it because Luke Cage becomes an Avenger.
Oh,
He becomes one of the Avengers, and as a matter of fact, his star, so to speak, shown a lot more comic book wise once he joined the Avengers. Will that eventually happen? Don't know.
maybe I'm so deprived by all of these things that I'm happy with just the mention. That is gratifying.
As a fan, I want more. I'm greedy.
No.
I'm greedy.
I want more.
I want
But
more.
I guess I'm not keeping my hopes up. But I do want more.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind
I'm
of
happy with the mentions.
it's kind of like I want to see. I mean,
Maybe
I
like
gotta admit, I was never much of a Luke Cage fan when he had a standalone comic, and
I was never much of a
I was a
fan.
little bit more when he and Iron Fist had their Power Man and Iron Fist comic. A little bit more. But I really didn't get into either of them more so. Well, I got into Luke a heck of a lot more when he joined the Avengers. Again, good character. Again, I know this is going to be a good series. As a matter of fact, I think to a degree all the CW stuff won't be occurring around the same time this thing happens. Yeah, they won't
because they don't want to take the light away from
I think
their baby.
they don't want to risk like losing. I mean, provided everybody's gonna binge watch this thing anyway, but they don't.
2 days.
They're gonna want
maybe one.
They're gonna want to make sure they don't have to like.
Comes out on a Friday too.
But when all their shows come up in October, this will already hit.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be good. I gotta admit, the other trailer was a little bit more so because again, it started with ODB and all that other stuff.
Right.
So we saw. Hold on. We heard a little bit more, seen a little bit more of like some of the same footage from last time. Seen a little bit more. Again, see Misty, see Rosario, see the main bad guy. See I can't forget what her name is. Alfre Woodard. Again, another Marvel property, but she's not playing the same character. As a matter of fact, I think she's playing the main antagonist over and above the other guy.
I believe so.
So how's it gonna
Love
play
her.
out? Again, I'm all in. Again,
Right.
not that they're gonna get my money because Netflix already has my subscription anyway. But
For the rest of my life.
they've got my time that weekend, September 30th. So I'm
Absolutely.
good. So
Absolutely.
I'm good.
So we're obviously really excited that we're talking to.
Mm-hmm.
We're just really excited about
Yeah,
this. So,
yeah. So
just go Netflix. Damn it! Just go. That's it.
So what else you guys gonna give us? I mean, you got Daredevil.
I know.
Daredevil season 3. You got Iron Fist coming out.
But Daredevil, they moved it back to the 2017. They're not releasing one this
That's fine.
year. They're not releasing one until next year, because of what they're doing with the Defenders.
That's fine.
So they're releasing the Defenders, but they're not doing the Daredevil series or Jessica Jones until 2017.
Fine. I can live with
I
that.
mean,
I'm
me
good.
too, because
So that,
just keep dropping the bomb on me.
So it makes me wonder. Well, again, then the Punisher's coming later, so he's got his series. Whether he'll
You
be.
go, John Berthold.
So I'm wondering.
Shane, you can't save them all.
I'm wondering what other things are gonna put on
I'm a lot more
Netflix.
excited about this series than I think anything else that I've been excited about.
So far, I mean, again, we got a little bit of a taste of Iron Fist, not in this.
But we've seen some stills. They showed us some stills.
Little
of what was
teasers,
gonna-
little teasers, because I think
So
they're still filming it right now. So, again, good trailer.
Let us know.
So again, I want to see what the soundtrack's gonna be like. I think the soundtrack's gonna be fire. So I'm gonna be sitting there like bobbing my head to all the music, some
Everything.
like all the stuff like from from New York. So I'm gonna listen to all the hip hop that I like. So good music. So good series.
I
good
just like New
music,
York, but I'm not from there.
Good music. So I'm looking forward to it. So that's it for us.
Good night.
All right, peace.